Crystal Lake Chamber of Commerce presents Chamber Chatter with your host, Drew Casaccio.
Today's mission is we're going to talk a little bit about some of the things that are coming up in Crystal Lake. We're going to introduce you to one of our wonderful members, and we're going to also talk a little bit about how we level up our businesses in Crystal Lake through the Chamber, which is very exciting for us. We've been making a lot of changes for the last year or so. So how do we announce this kind of thing? Is it Crystal Lakeans? Is it? I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah, Lakers. It's tough. I prefer ice pickers.
Ice pickers. Why would you go with ice pickers?
Well, Crystal Lake is famous, of course, the late 1800s, early 1900s. They provided the ice for the Chicagoland area out of Crystal Lake. It was called Crystal Lake Ice, which is wonderful. People would come out in the winter and chop big blocks of ice and distribute it all around Chicago.
Big business back then, right?
Yeah. Well, the Dole mansions there, the rail car, all that, you know.
Is that what the rails were for?
Kind of rolls right into all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I never knew that. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's a fun fact.
Fun fact. Thanks for creating a new category on our podcast. I love that. That's awesome.
Fun facts.
Yeah, awesome. I was at the foundation mixer. That was awesome. There was a lot of other chambers there.
Great mixer.
I'm huge on saying to make sure you support your local chamber. And there were so many people, and it looks like we're coming out of that dreary COVID space where people have been dying to get back out there and talking with others. So I met a lot of great people. We did the A through Z chiropractic, right? They did the ribbon cutting today. That was great. Have you been to one lately?
It was did the Castle Auto Group, the new place up in up in McHenry.
Yep.
Went to the Salvation Army kickoff, bell ringing kickoff.
Yeah, I heard that was good.
It was a good time. I even won some chocolate, so it was even better.
Oh, wow! Listen, I remember when we battled it out at the expo.
Yeah.
For the jar of chocolate. I don't know who. I can't remember.
I
who
think
won
you
that.
did win.
Yeah, of course I did. Of course, I just guessed, and I think you were off by one.
I was off by
one.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm just gonna rub that in a little. Joining us today, we have Krista Oehlberg from Great Lakes Credit Union. Krista, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Drew.
So it's really interesting to me. I've known you for a while now, and you've done a lot of stuff with the chamber. You guys have sponsored several things. You're really involved with the chamber and with Crystal Lake, period. Personally, how long have you been in Crystal Lake?
Personally, I've been in Crystal Lake for about 15 years now.
Wow. What brought you here?
Crystal Lake is a beautiful community. There's so much to do, so much for the kids, and there's not another place I'd rather be. Wow.
And so you came to Crystal Lake, and then you got involved with the Great Lakes Credit Union, or? Yeah,
so I've been a branch manager for about a year now, and I was in our corporate office before then. So.
From corporate to your own branch, so you earned your own toy, right? You got your own branch on that?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Every time I go in there, the people, they're fantastic. I don't know if you've been in there at all, Ken, but they're, very open, very welcoming. I got an account there. I got my daughter an account there, which is very unique. Well, I think we're going to come back and talk about that a little bit. Just out of curiosity, can you tell us a little bit about the differences between a bank and a credit union?
Yeah, that's definitely a great question, Drew. And banks are owned by stockholders, which essentially they're business owners. And so they apply all the fees to their accounts so then they can make money. Credit unions are a not-for-profit financial institution. So all the money they make is given back to the members in better savings rates and lower loan rates.
And so I guess the rise of the interest rates right now, right, is a concern for business owners, even non-business owners. What would you suggest that they do about that?
Yeah, interest rates are very scary right now to a lot of people, but our credit union is offering very competitive rates for loans and higher savings rates on CDs and savings accounts. So our members' money can work hard for them.
Interesting. So how would they get a hold of you to talk to you about that?
That's great. You can reach out to me directly at 815-526-7070. You can also visit our website at glcu.org, or you can stop by and have a conversation with us, and we'd be happy to talk to you about how we can help.
Wow, that's great. Thank you for the information. And thank you, by the way, for coming today and doing the very first pilot episode. I know there was a little bit of nerves and tension going around, but this will be an ongoing scenario. We recently had recreated, I don't know if you know this, Kent, a workshop. We have, by the way, we have Nick Kubiak in the house. He is our marketing director. Yeah, give it up for Nick. And he basically is the man behind the Google box. He does all the stuff that I can't do. And he helped me build a new workshop that allows us to educate our members because of all the new things that we have. And it's not, you don't need to be a new member to come to it. You've come to it, correct?
Yeah.
What did you think about our new workshop?
I thought it was great because there was a lot of tools and things that we can utilize from our credit union that could help us go out into the community and get the word out there about the credit union.
Yeah. And we have, so the tools that we provide, we created a funnel, Kent, to the website. And now we just educate our members on that, which gives us times like myself or the president to go out more. And I mean, I don't know if you know, it's just 5 of us in our office and there's 800 to 900 members. So it's, difficult sometimes, and we don't want people to feel slighted.
Yeah.
We want to know that they are valued by our organization as well as the other organizations that are there. So it's about getting them together in a room. It's almost a networking event in itself. Then we talk about the tools and how to utilize them, how to log on to the back of the website. Nick goes through all that. And then how to sign up for have you seen the texting?
You know what? Absolutely love it. It's being busy, dad, business owner, getting a text every Monday morning of what's happening, what the chamber's doing, and the events that I can get involved in every Monday is genius. Not only that, but even the day of, like, hey, don't forget at 10 a.m. it's A to Z ribbon cutting.
Yep.
It's awesome. To me, that's where it's weight in gold.
Well, and that's, one of the things a lot of people do not realize. We have our own app. We have a texting program. If you don't have a marketing department, or even if you do, you get the list, blast it out yourself. If not, for $50 to $100, we're going to do that for you. If you have workshops that you want to do, you can come into the conference room, just sign the conference room out. As a member, you're able to do that. A lot of people don't understand that. And I think the way the world works today, based on virtual, right? There's a lot of hybrid. Businesses have converted into a hybrid space to where they can work remotely and still go into the office at the same time. Well, if you are created a virtual business, well, we're still there for you too, to utilize our conference room for that. Build a workshop, have people come to it, show them what your product's about, show them what you can do to help them. So that's one of the major changes that we're making now. And so some of the benefits is I've been at Crystal Lake for about 8 years. And one of the coolest things that I've seen is Crystal Lake is such a big community, but it still has that mom and pop feel to it. When I first got here, there was this thing, the Festival of Lights, right? And they do it every year. My wife and my kids and I, we decided we had to park a distance away, obviously. But as we walked closer towards this parade, people had fire pits on their lawns, and they were calling us over and giving us hot chocolate. I mean, it was such a warm feeling. Originally I come from the city, so when you see a fire, that's usually a garbage can, right? And so that wasn't the same feeling. I'm really proud to be living here, being part of the community, being part of the businesses, and being able to help as many people as I can. And talking with helping, I know that Great Lakes has a bunch of different programs too, especially with children. My daughters are becoming that responsible age to where they need to start learning how to create their finances, how to manage money. And you guys have a program for that with Kids Account. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we definitely offer kids accounts. We do a Money Mammals accounts, but we do offer kids accounts for all ages. Unfortunately, out there, finances aren't talked about a lot. So we like to give financial education, help kids to show how to spend and save and the benefits of it. We do have some great tools they can go on and play games while they're learning about financial education.
No, that's awesome. You get to play a game and you learn at the same time. Where was that when we were kids?
Definitely needed.
Still needed. And And then I heard something, a little birdie told me about a fest that you guys do in the summertime, which is interesting because I don't, also the little bit of a difference between a bank and a credit union. You have that mom and pop feel like you're part of something, right?
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about the event that you guys do every summer?
Yeah, so the event we do in the summer, we invite some of the partners as well as the Crystal Lake Chamber, and we invite our community members to come talk to us and see what the credit union's about, as well as we were able to provide our anybody that stopped by some tacos, and so it was pretty exciting and had a great turnout last summer.
You had me at tacos for sure. Kent, have you ever been to that?
I have not, but she had me at tacos as well.
Well, maybe we can do something with the 21-6 team.
Yeah. Actually, I think last year you teamed up with Star 105.5, I think. Right?
We did. Yeah. Yep. We partnered with one, but we would love to have you next year.
Hey, well, I can be there with bells on. It'll be a sight.
Awesome. We go live there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can even do an episode there. I think that'd be great.
Cool.
That'd be fun.
Okay.
Oh, I love it. Well, I guess you heard it here, folks. 21-6 Studios, the Net, with Krista Oehlberg from Great Lakes Credit Union. Appreciate your time today, Krista.
Thank you so much for having me, Drew. It was my pleasure to be here.
I'm honored. Thank you very much. Nick Kubiak on the old Google box back there helping out with the producing. Thank you, Nick, for coming in and helping us produce this today.
Yeah, no problem.
Kent, my man Deke from 21-6 The Appreciate you having us in and looking forward to this show moving forward. Endless times. It's going to be fun, man.
And listen, if you want to be a part of the show, reach out to the chamber and get scheduled in. We've got maybe 10, 15 businesses right now who are on the hook, but we would absolutely love to do as many of these as we possibly can to get your business out there and the chamber as well.
Absolutely. I believe Nick will have some registration coming out by the end of the week. That way you can just go to clchamber.com and go into our events and register your business to be part of the Chamber Chatter experience. Once again, I am your host, Drew Casaccio from the Crystal Lake Chamber of Commerce. I am your humbled representative for the Chamber of Commerce. Thank you for joining us on Chamber Chatter. Enjoy your day.